and I can fast forward this actual footage.
So where was the last part that we left off on, Tyler? How do I make it out of this? Here.
Oh, plus it's in history rather than trade, which is what we don't want that either.
Okay, so now we're live on here. So let's begin back at the top, Dave, where you say whatever's, and you can check the stats again. We're basically like, okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a live back test. We're gonna start the account with $5,000. We're gonna
Do you want me to keep recording or stop?
keep recording,
It's
But-
still on the screen though.
but bring it back out. So you're gonna clip this screen recording piece into it. Tyler, does that make sense?
Now it makes sense, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Give me a second though.
Let us know when you're ready.
Good.
Okay, cool. Okay, so Dave, let's go ahead and start on this.
So should I start telling again what the settings are and all that other, again?
Yeah,
Okay, so
exactly.
redo
You
it.
say, okay, so we're gonna do a back test right now. We're gonna do the euro versus US dollar.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Run.
Do we need this clap again?
No.
No, go ahead.
Okay. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to do a back test. This is the euro versus the US dollar, the most common pair in the Forex market. You know, there's this is traded more than any other pair. So what we're going to do is we're going to run a test with $5,000, and it's going to be running for a 1-year period using actual live historic data. This is the real data in the market. The data in the market is actually, if you were to pause it and see the date and the time that it happened, you can go back into any historic company. If you went to NetDania or you went to Bloomberg and you went to go check the data out yourself, it would be the exact dollar amount of the trade at that time. So this is live data that we're going to be running. So what I'm going to do is run a $5,000 account on the euro US dollar for 1 year, going from September 1st, 2017 to September 1st, 2018, and see how it goes.
All right. Let's go ahead and click start. And what you guys are going to see here is in just a second, we're going to get a visualization of this actually happening. So the market's actually beginning to move, as you can see, and we're going to let this run, and we're actually going to fast forward it towards the end of the year. So we can, I mean, do whatever here. I guess we're just waiting.
Yeah, we wait now.
So we're waiting. Okay. Here's what's happening.
Or no?
Huh?
Should I record it or no?
Can we just record that the whole time? This guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So here's what's happening next. So when you come back on, basically you're going to explain what the software did, and it doesn't need to be much, maybe 2 minutes max.
Okay.
You know, hey, here's what it's done.
Here's the hedge. This is what it did. This is when it wasn't successful. This is how this happened.
Yep.
It's not the winning that matters because this will continue to win at a high percentage, but it's how it handles the negative trades.
Exactly.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly, and also how it increases your lot size over time, so it's compounding in earnings. That'd be cool. And then I'm going to ask you a couple questions, basic questions. I'm going to ask you, hey, for somebody that's just watching this, they don't know what Forex is, what is it? And just, it's basically exchanging two currencies. You know, another question that people have said is, hey, how much can I start with? You say, hey, you know, you can start with as much as you want, but we recommend at least $500 or $1,000. And then I'm going to ask you, so what makes this different? Because there's other trading systems out there. What makes this different?
Yeah. I'll go in the artificial intelligence.
Sure. After that, I'm going to get right into, so guys, you saw that this was just on one pair. It'll trade with 5 pairs.
At least 5, because we're going to be, putting out another GBP USD maybe this coming week. So,
Okay.
it'll be at least 5 pairs that'll be trading.
It'll be at least 5 pairs that are trading. And I basically want to explain the power of compounding interest. So I'm going to say, guys, like if you do the math on this is not a get-rich-quick system. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. But the power of compounding interest, if you go online, look at a compounding interest calculator, if you were to start an account with $5,000 and all you're to get is 10% per year, or 10% per month. That same account, 60 months later, 5 years later, that same $5,000 would turn into $1.5 million. Now, we're not guaranteeing any of those types of results. This is the real power of compounding interest. And this is actually the story of another one of our owners, Pete Batiku, started an account with just $45,000, and in 7 years it grew to $4.2 million. Right, so we show that other story of that example. And then we're going to get straight into the offer. So I'll take it over. I'll kind of take it over the compounding, and then the offer, where I'm going to basically say, so guys, for similar services in the past, Dave has charged people as much as $50,000 up front, and then $3,000 a month to maintain it. So you guys can see why this would be a really, really good deal if we were only to charge you $3,000 at this point. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to make an awesome offer if you take action on this page right now. One, you're going to get the Benjamin software, which obviously you saw how amazing this works and the amount of testimonials that we have. The second thing that you're going to get is you're going to get the VIP support, where we actually have guys that will chat with you, that will help you set things up, talk, troubleshoot any issues that you have. And the last thing that we're going to give you if you get started right now is we're actually going to give you a tax advisor. Because once you start making money, the main thing that you want to know is how do you keep your money. So a tax advisor is going to work for you. It only charges $300 an hour. You're going to get it for free when you take action today. And then I'm going to continue. Hey guys, if all this did was do this, would it be worth $3,000? If all this did was do this, would it be worth $3,000? If all this did was this, would it be worth $3,000? What is the end result worth to you? And then I'll do the price drop, where I'll reveal the price. It's only $199 the first month, and then $145 a month, which is way less than you make in a few days of trading. And the best part is you can actually try this out for 7 days. Try it out for 7 days. Use it on a demo account.
You're not risking real money. If you don't want, you can just...
There's no risk to you. There's absolutely no risk to you. So again, here's what you're going to get. Number one, you're going to get the Benjamin software. 2, you're going to get access to our VIP support. And 3rd, you're going to get access to a tax advisor. And yeah, you can get started for just $199. And I'm going to cut from there. I'm going to cut and I'm going to say, hey guys, if you don't believe us, then check out what it's doing for other people. And I'll cut to a couple of video testimonials, maybe the one of Susan, maybe the one of Tyler also. So cut to a couple of different video testimonials, and then I'll come back in and I'll basically cover any objections. So I'll say, some of the things that you may be wondering is, can you cancel at any time? Yes, you can cancel at any time. Will this work if I'm in frickin' Africa? Yes, it'll work if you're in Africa. Do you think I should talk about the additional cost of the VPS or not necessary?
No, I don't. I think you can skip that.
Okay. And then I'll just give the last call to action. So what you need to do right now, if you're on this page, you click the button below, and you'll go sign up as a customer, and we'll get you started up and rock and roll.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. So I really want to have this written out. I don't want to move that.
Yeah.
Do I? No, I don't want to move that.
What do you want to write?
I can get it on here actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Hold on, I need to text my son because I forgot. Real quick, we have a minute, right?
Yeah. We got a couple minutes.
Call him up.
Okay. What was I going to do? Slides.com. Oh, sure.
What's after this one?
Then I have a quick congratulation video and then one other video. So there's only 3 really. I have these other ones that I want to shoot but not as important.
So when he cuts to this, you actually want me to cut to the screenshot, but you want me to fast forward this just in case? It's like a...
Yeah, just in case.
He's an idiot. He just bought a second video card for his freaking gaming computer just now on Amazon.
Yeah.
Freaking spent $1,800 on it.
Jeez. On a gaming kit?
Yeah. He says, "Yeah, I just need it. If I'm gonna be competitive, I've got to have the best stuff." It's like, Jesus.
Jesus, man. Gotta have the best stuff, huh? Is he already competitive enough?
Yeah, he's just one. He's this crazy little bastard. I didn't know what kind of a market that is, the gaming community.
I have no idea. Fast save.
So when it's done, I will cut it for a quick second and start a new clip,
Fine.
just so it's easier for the memory.
So what school are you looking at going to?
USF, but also I applied to UCF because I promised a lot of my family members that I was going to go there, and because the original plan 3 years ago was to go there for film, but I changed that because film isn't really like film like movies isn't actually what I do. I usually use my like video production skills for like my own marketing and maybe like music video type edits, but nothing movie related. So I, for some reason, decided to still want to go there, even though I don't want to do film anymore. And then just recently, it kind of like I had this epiphany where Tampa, the situation in Tampa is much easier for me. Well, I do do you know what parkour is?
Yeah.
You know, so I do that. That's where my actually like company lies in, and what I do as an athlete. And so the community, the spots, the school, the gym that is over there, it all kind of makes more sense. So I applied to USF as well, and kind of hoping to get in there. But yeah, I'm going in for business. So yeah,
That's good.
just trying to get my degree.
Good.
Even though it's not entirely what I really want to do, you know, but I'm getting it because of the fact that my parents put in the time and effort to pay for it, and you know, I should, and just it's kind of like a more fulfilling thing.
Of course.
But I'm striving for more than just school. So
Yeah, that's what I ended up never using 1 second of what I learned in school for anything.
No.
good.
Anything. Not.
That's because I'm doing it more for my parents. What the video stuff I do is on the side, but what I really do is what takes up a lot of my time, and I know a lot of people. I've heard so many stories from Adam and what you just said, and I can see that and I understand it. But at this point, I've like made it this far. Like I've already made it halfway. Like I already have my AA, and I just completing it for my parents was for the sake of what if they put the time, money, and effort in getting it for me, then I'm gonna put the time, money, and effort in giving it to them. So.
Yep. No. That's admirable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just, you know, if it wasn't for sports, I wouldn't have gone to school. I mean,
Right.
that was it. That was my whole thing. I just love sports.
He played football at
Was
Florida State.
a wide receiver for Florida State.
No way. That's awesome.
Old, 91.
Do
But
you know football much or no?
I'm not a huge football fan, but I know enough. My dad's a huge football. He went to Carson Newman in Tennessee for football. So he was also a huge football person, and literally every other man in my dad's side of the family. Like it came up to me, like football, parkour. Like that's I don't know where that came from, but I'm the only ones. My brother and I are the only gateways. That's my last name that don't play football.
oh, okay. Well,
Interesting.
well, if you do parkour, you probably be pretty decent at football. If you have the athletic ability to do that, you'd probably be pretty good at it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what my dad says. And he also says I have the size for it and what have you, for high school, I guess. But
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not huge into football for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I understand the whole appeal. I understand all that. But for some reason, I guess I have, because my mother's more of like stay-at-home intellect, read a book, and I guess I have more of that in me. because of the way, I don't know.
Gotcha.
I'm still trying to figure things out with that.
Yeah, this happens. I mean,
Yeah, but that's my whole motive for going to school now.
yeah, and the girls were pretty good.
Yeah.
That was a good thing.
You're
That
gonna
was,
vote for the girls.
yeah, that was it.
Of course.
That's another thing as well, because right now I got my A at BC at Broward College, and that's not even, that's like, there's no college life there, you know?
No,
It's you go there, class, leave. Whereas university, you know, UCF, USF,
yeah,
it's more of the university
yeah,
life.
exactly.
And I've yet to experience that, but I've been living more of the entrepreneurial mindset and lifestyle sort of, well, the startup of it, because of the fact that I went to BC. So, yeah.
No, I'll tell you, it's just you know, meeting a lot of people. I've never understood the power of how marketing could really, what it could do for you, because I've always just traded. And then when I got into this thing here, I'm starting to see people that make a lot of money in the marketing side. Like, I mean, a lot of money. You know, oof, sheesh. So I start telling my retarded son, get into marketing.
That's what I'm
We're trading, right?
He trades, but the problem is that he doesn't have focus or patience, and he gets into something. He's like, yeah. You know, he just starts doing it. But I think he's not a guy that'll sit there and work like this. But I think if he gets behind a project, like he'll sit there for 10 hours and play, you know, Fortnite or this or that or whatever. He'll sit there without stopping.
Yeah.
But when I tell him, you know, he took 1,000 and made 47,000. He's 17, you know, with his money, and it took him a couple of years, just trading,
Right.
you know, a little bit over a couple of years. And he did have me close trades out like periodically, where you got into one that wasn't smart, and I helped him out a little bit here and there. But for the most part, he's able to do it. But he's not going to become wealthy that way, because he
Right.
just doesn't have the drive to sit there like I did. I sat in front of a computer for 8 hours in a row trading, because that's what I did for years in order to build up money. I started stockpiling money. Well, I had one lucky break that got me a lot of money, but you know, in order to make money, that's it. I don't know if we should.
So Dave was trading like big money for a friend of yours, right?
No, with me, my friend, when I was first getting started, he's a futures trader. He says he trades all sorts of different futures, and I saw the perfect storm coming for this heating oil, and it was just everything. All of my indicators were saying, "Oh my God, this is a perfect sell." So he goes, I said, Rob, do me a favor. I know, you know, put good money into this heating oil trade. It's never lines up like this. Everything is lined up perfect for what I see. So he goes ahead and he puts in a heating oil trade. By the end of the day, the heating oil trade, he made $147 million on heating oil in that one day. So he sent me a ticket to come to New York. He says, Dave, come up here. I want you to start working with me and doing this. So he sends me a check. He gives me an envelope, and he has a check for $11 million. And he gave me as a thank you.
Good Lord.
So I'm like, so that gave me a little bit of a start in life.
Right, of course. Yeah.
That gave me a little bit of a start.
I actually just got back from New York.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just saying so from there, it's easy to trade when you have capital to trade.
Yeah.
But it's not, you know, where you're not looking at money as, oh shit, if I lose. I'm thinking it as, okay, trade, you know, and it's just money. It's just, you know, I know that I've got money in the bank.
Yeah.
It's a little easier.
Yeah.
But but when you're trying to build money and you're thinking of money as, oh my God, if I lose this is really going to hurt. If I lose this, I'm really not going to, it's not, you know, that's the worst way to trade. And I see some of these momos that I talk to in these chat rooms over here, and they have like $125 in their account, and they're like freaking out if it's getting down to $6. They're $12 in their account, and I'm like, I'm going like, maybe you got to consider just doing the rewards program and not dealing with the trading side.
Yeah.
You know, maybe that might be something you want to consider.
Right.
You know,
Crazy.
and you know, everybody should have an opportunity.
Hey,
But
do you think I should mention, like, briefly in this video that, hey, by the way, like, we also have a referral program. When you refer 3 people, you get your shirt.
yeah, you could throw that in there. Say, hey, you know, don't make it seem too over the top
No.
with networking.
Yeah, no.
But just say, hey, you know, and also you can get your software for free. Refer 3 people and you get it free.
Yeah.
That's it. not make it sound like,
No.
then there's the matrix plan, and then there's the $3, then there's, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not all that. Okay, July, August, September. So we're almost done. We got 2 more months here.
I can't get over how slow this is.
Yeah.
On my system, I ran 2 back tests yesterday on Susan's webinar, and it took 40 seconds each, for 2 separate pairs.
Yeah, always on the webinar. I have to start this early in the webinar, and then
Yeah, that's freaking crazy. I gotta get, if you're gonna do your webinars, I should just give you my laptop while you're doing it, so you can at least run through it quick.
No, that's no big deal.
Yeah, well, you don't know how to use a PC.
No, I don't know. Disaster.
Much like me.
All right. Yeah, seriously. All right, so we're just about, and then after this video, we have 2 really fast videos to film. So one will be the cruise contest, and the other will be the.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
And then the other will just be this short video, this 1 minute video.
So we've decided that we're going to run it just all through November, the cruise thing, and then give them a week or 2 in December to. We want to
Or
make.
They can buy in.
They can buy in.
Yep.
And then when do you want to have the cruise?
January, mid-January. So like we can book at least a month in advance, right? Mid-January, end of January.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good, because I'm supposed to go to Columbia early.
Dude, New York was awesome.
Yeah, I love New York.
New York is an awesome place.
Yeah, it is.
It's great to visit. I'm not like, I don't know if I could live there. I've and I'm talking about, I've been there with my friends who are all like billionaires that have, billions, and I couldn't deal with it. Like just every day, like not like when you want to go to the supermarket or something, it takes you like forever. He leaves his freaking apartment. He's in a high rise. He leaves his freaking place. It's like 3,000 square foot apartment. It's a nice place, but it literally just to go the elevator down. By the time he gets to the bottom, is like it takes like 10 minutes because just to get there, then you have to get your ride. Then if you go into the garage, if you don't want to drive,
They don't drive.
so you have a car service. Then the car has to come. It's just
The metro.
it's just yeah. But when you make that money, you don't take the metro. You're having a car service.
Sure, sure.
You have a car service that comes and gets you, but then the car service isn't always there right on time, and you're standing there, and then you're fucking freezing,
Right.
and then you're sitting there in a coat like shivering your ass off.
Yeah.
All right, so we're done here on the back test. So let's
Okay.
get
All right.
back to
So,
it.
so back to side angles and all that.
Yep, back to everything.
All right. Well, let's roll. So you guys are good.
Okay. Okay. So you're going to explain essentially what's happened here. On the
Okay,
test.
what happened is it basically went from $5,000 to $6,891.54. What that means is, it is a nice, that's a very nice return. But beyond what the return is, it goes far beyond that.
And so you guys have an idea, that was nearly a 38% return on investment in a year on one currency pair.
Absolutely.
And it'll trade a minimum of 5 currency pairs. That's what it's trading now. And
Exactly.
there's a 6th one coming out and more.
Yeah,
Eventually.
exactly. So it's not trying to win you a fortune on every trade. It gets you small money on each trade. So on this $5,000 account, it's trying to make about $66 on this trade. Now, what's amazing about it is not that it wins.
Yeah.
There are lots of traders that win, not necessarily as high a percentage, but they still win.
Yeah.
What makes this trader different than most is how it handles losses.
Sure.
Every trader loses. And what we try to do is, to give you an idea, Benjamin has an artificial intelligence in it that will make a determination early in the trade whether or not it's going your way or not going your way.
Right.
So what it's doing here is, as you can see, at this point right here, it decides that it's not going to win. So it places a hedge trade at this position. So by doing that hedge, it takes the $130 loss, but at the exact same time, it takes $135.66 win. So it hedges the trade. So as this one's getting negative, this one's going positive, and when it reaches 0, it closes out the trade.
Amazing.
So as you're seeing, it's not killing you like it would on a normal on any other trader on the market. Here's one that this is an excellent decision. The artificial intelligence told us right here that it was not going to win this trade, so it made a hedge. It saw immediately that even the hedge wasn't going your way, so it made a second hedge, and it took a loss. It took a loss immediately on the trade of a $319 loss, a $43 loss, but it took a $310 gain. So it took a small loss overall, but it mitigated a lot of the loss and made it something very, very manageable.
Sure.
That isn't going to kill you in the end. Anybody can afford a couple dollar loss, and it's the same thing. There are multiple positions where it was doing the same thing, a $292 loss, a $32 loss, but then a $327 gain,
So
all at the same time.
On a lot of the losses, and I've seen this from personal use, it actually will sometimes make you money, or it'll
Break even.
mitigate the risk, or break even.
That's what the thought process behind the artificial intelligence is. I dedicated the time with the artificial intelligence to putting it on the losses, the trades that weren't going as well as they should.
Sure.
And instead of focusing on getting into the trade, I want the AI to be able to say, hey, this is the optimal time to get out of this trade. This is the optimal time to try to break even and cut and run.
Sure.
The fact is that there's never going to be a trader on the market that wins 100% of the trades.
Right.
So that is what my thought was behind creating an AI on the losers.
So let's continue to see. So on the losing trades, we're seeing it break even, but the vast majority, if you keep scrolling down,
Yeah,
the
if
vast
you look-
majority are going to win.
Yeah, it's going to win, on a bad month, and 80%. On a terrible month, it'll win 80%.
Right.
On good months, it'll win 90, 92, 93%. So you're going to win a high percentage. And as you can see by these, all of these are all wins. As it's scrolling down, and I'm scrolling down really fast. There's one that was losing right here, but a $356 loss, $36 loss, and then a $396 gain.
Right.
So even the losses on Benjamin over the course of this 1 year backtest break even.
Sure.
So, there were a couple that had a couple dollar loss and a bunch that had a couple dollar wins, but they're going to more or less break even. So as you're going down, you see the same thing again. 356 loss, 36, $396 gain.
Right.
So over the course of the time, here's, just 169 loss, 173 gain.
Sure.
So each time it takes a loss, the computer and the AI is absolutely working to help you out.
Amazing. And so to put this into perspective, this one currency pair, Euro-US dollar, has gained 37.8% in just a single year, which most people would die for this type of return. And you're not going to get that in the stock market, no mutual fund, no index fund. You're never going to see that. And this is just for one currency pair. It'll trade 5 to 6 currency pairs, so you guys start to do the math. And I want to make sure that you understand that this is not a get-rich-quick system. It's not something that's going to make you a millionaire overnight. But over time, yes, this is something that can grow your account substantially. And to give you an idea, if you go to any online compound interest calculator, you can put in the numbers like we'll put up on the screen right now. If you were to only get 10% per month, which is not even half of what we're showing that this software can do, if you only get 10% per month, and say you start an account with $5,000 at 10% per month, if you just let it sit there, and in 60 months or 5 years later, that same $5,000 turns into $1.5 million. Now, obviously we're not saying that that's guaranteed to happen for you, but this is the story of Pete Patiku, who's one of the other co-owners of Silver Star Live. He started an account with $45,000, and he told me he'd never got returns of over about 10% in a month. And he grew his $45,000 account into $4.2 million. And this is the power of letting something like this work over time. It's just incredible. So if you're watching this video right now, we do have a special offer where you can get access to Benjamin and be one of the first people on the planet to use artificial intelligence to start growing your money like you've seen demonstrated here. And here's the offer that we have for you. Number one, you're going to get access to the Benjamin software, which, to give you an idea, in the past, Quicksilver has sold similar services for $50,000 up front one time, and then $3,000 per month to manage it. So if we were to give you this at $3,000, you could see why this would be an amazing opportunity. But when you get started today, what we're also going to do is we're going to throw in a couple cool things to help you become successful. The first thing is we're going to throw in our VIP support and chat room, where basically we have people working around the clock 24/7 that'll respond to you within a few minutes on live chat support to make sure that you have your software set up proper. If you have any troubleshooting issues, we'll be right there to make sure that we'll help you get this set up. This is a value of $197, which you're going to get free when you get started today. The second thing that we're going to throw in for people that get started today is we're actually going to allow you to team up with our Forex tax advisor guy who has years and years and years of experience, because the number one biggest expense that we all have in our lives over the course of our lives is always taxes. So when you begin making money, probably the question that you want to be asking yourself is, how do I save the most money, or how do I keep the most money? So we're actually going to pair you up with a Forex tax advisor who normally charges $300 per hour to sit and consult with them, that'll be able to be on your team. So when you do start making money, you'll know how to minimize the taxes. That's a $297 value that you're also going to get for free when you get started with the system with Benjamin. So again, that's the Benjamin software that you saw. You're going to get the VIP support and a tax advisor. That's a total value of $3,491. And to put this into perspective, if all this did was give you a safe but fast way that you could compound your money, I mean, would it be worth $3,491? Probably, right? And if all this was to do was to allow you to get rid of money stress, so you could stop worrying about money and you could start living, I mean, would it be worth $3,491? Probably, right? And if all this was to do was, if all this did was allow you to pay for your basic monthly expenses so you could actually quit your job and start doing the things that you like, I mean, would it be worth $3,491? Probably, right? And what would this actually be worth to you? You know, the end result of you being able to grow and compound your money over the years, what would that be worth to you? I mean, is that worth $3,000? Is that worth $5,000, $10,000? Is that worth more to you? You can see why people in the past have paid Quicksilver $50,000 up front and then $3,000 per month to manage it. But when you get started right now, we're not going to charge you that. In the future, we do plan on having a package that we will sell for $2,000 up front and then $500 per month to manage it. But because we're on a mission really to change the world, what we can do right now is you can get started for just $199 set up the first month and then $145 per month after that, which again is way less than you'll make in just a few days of trading. And the best part about it is, if you don't believe me or you don't believe Quicksilver or the hundreds and hundreds of testimonials that we have inside of the results group, you can actually take this software, you can try it. You go ahead, you sign up right now, you can go ahead and try it. You don't even have to run your risk with your own money. You can try it on a demo account, and if you're not thrilled with the results for whatever reason, just let us know, and within 7 days, we'll completely refund all of your money. So you actually risk nothing by getting started today, but you do risk a lot by not getting started today. So again, here's everything that you're going to get. Number one, you're going to get access to the Benjamin software. You're going to get our VIP support, and you're also going to get access to our Forex tax advisor, a total value of $3,491, which you can get started right now for just $199 one time, and then $145 per month after that. And the best part about it is, of course, you can try it for those 7 days, but also we have an awesome referral program where if you just refer 3 people to us, then we'll actually cover the cost of your software forever, so you can actually get this entire system for free forever. Now, I wanted to show you guys real life examples of people that have been using the software to show you what it could do for you. So we'll cut to the testimonials, and we could actually just leave it there where we cut to the testimonials, and then, you know, I could come on and I'll answer these couple of objections about the canceling the. You know, what if I don't have the money, and is it open worldwide? Any other objections that you could think of we would have?
No, I mean, you answered the it's too good to be true objection with it's free.
Try it.
Try it for free.
Yep.
So you've answered that one. Do I have to have trading experience? Do I have to have,
Sure.
do I have, that,
That's great.
no. This,
Okay, cool. So as you can see, there's just tons and tons of people that are using the software successfully. And I know a couple questions that people have is you may be asking, hey, can I cancel at any time? And the answer is yes. There's no long-term commitments here. You just let us know. You can cancel at any time. And you may be thinking, do I need to have any prior trading experience? And the answer is no. Personally, I don't have much trading experience, and the vast majority of the people that are using the software have literally no trading experience whatsoever, yet they're able to successfully run this software. If you're outside of the United States, that doesn't matter. It's okay. This will run worldwide. And if you're thinking, hey, Adam, well, I don't know if I have the money for this. Well, here's the deal. You can get started with this entire system. Your first 3 people, and you get your entire system and software for free for life. So there's no excuse. So what you need to do right now is there should be a button below on this page where you can click it. You can go ahead and register as a customer, and we look forward to having you a part of Silver Star Live.
All right.
Good. Cool. So
Excellent.
That's the video.
bada bing.
Bada bing. Okay. We'll knock out these 2 other ones really, really quick.
Okay, so real quick, so that what just happened? You said here are the testimonials, and then
Fuck. Were we not recording? Oh yeah, we were.